Welcome back to the Trimless FC YouTube channel, man. It's your boy Careless right now. Man, look, we're looking for 5 wins in a row. We're looking for another W for the 5 times in a row. I'm coming like Booker T for the 5 time, the 5 time, the 5 time. Man, look, I keep it a buck. I am confident as an absolute goose, which is why I'm predicting, because if man don't know, we're doing predictions at the last minute of the Project Prem. But obviously, forgot we had games within the week, so we didn't take predictions for them. So right now, I'm putting in mind because I want points, man. I'm greedy. 2-0 Manchester United. And call me crazy. Bruno Fernandes, free kick. Now, Trims, if you're watching, I want double points for that. Predicting a free kick's Mazd. Bro, this is going to be one hell of a game. Talk about a game where you're going to be on the edge of your seat. Because just imagine if we lose. Like, actually, just imagine if we lose. Like, man, it's peak times. It's peak times. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe. And we're going to get into a preview, really, basically. And look, I'm keeping it a buck. We're going out for a W. I don't want to play like how we did against Fulham. I don't want to play like how we did against Tottenham. Tottenham were great, but, like, second half, we dropped off. No one can deny that unless you've got a pair of eyes. That's unfortunately the harsh reality of what seems to be bright outside. But I do wanna add. I'm as much as he's been doing great and he's okay still. I don't want Maguire starting, and that's straight away. I don't want Maguire starting. I want heaven. Give it heaven or give it Euro. Because realistically, like West Ham. Castellanos or whatever his name is, like he's new firepower, but is he that great? Is he? Because the game they've just beat 2-0, that was from 2 crosses and headers, and if we've got Lamens in the net, they ain't getting headers. G, unfortunately, they're not getting headers. So I don't want Maguire starting that straight away. I want Mazraoui starting. I can understand, but why fix something that's not broke? Mazraoui would fit in, and it'd do, if not the same, better than Dalot. Just with Mazraoui, he's less mistake prone. That's the best thing about him. He's mistake prone. He's not gonna make them at all. Whereas Dalot, he could make it. It cost us the game. He could. Do you know what I mean? You don't know what you're quite gonna get with Dalot. Whereas Mazu, he'd slip in and it pause, but he'd slip in and do phenomenal. Again, Martinez, I want Martinez to start. Lamens obviously has to be Luke Shaw again. Cassie, Mainu. Now this is a weird one. Fernandes middle, Amad Diallo on the right. Xerxes left cam. Now, before jump on it and say, but Xerxes, he's not that great. Why putting Xerxes in? Because I just think when you bring Cunha, when you start Cunha, compared to bringing Cunha on in the 60th minute, Cunha offers you more off a sub. Cunha, when he's been brought off the bench and he's being brung on, he's the player we expected to have, and he's not. When he starts the game, it's very lackluster. Not to say he's a bad player, not to say he's not good enough. But when he can offer us more for just holding the bench for 60 minutes, we're coming up against West Ham. We're not coming up against prime Barcelona. You got to understand that when I did my post-game review when Cunha first started against Fulham, the heat map of concentration, his side was dark green. We needed that to be lime green. Lime green meant that's where play was most. It was dark green, bro. Barely touches the ball. I don't want Cunha starting at all. I don't dislike him. I just think, why argue it when you know for a fact he offers you more off the bench? Offers you way more off the bench. And again, in Bremo up top. But, crazy call, I want Sesko to come on a little sooner. Don't get me wrong, if it's 0-0 at half-time, then 100% keeping Bremo on. But, I mean, for fuck's sake, give Sesko some minutes. He's coming like Gyok. Gyok came into Arsenal after years of, but we've not had a proper striker. All our strikers are injury prone. they've now got a striker, and he's been replaced with someone that's just come back from an injury. And that's what I feel like we're doing with Sesko. We're not giving him minutes. He's not going to improve with no minutes. He's not going to get better at what his craft is with no minutes. So I keep it a buck, man, then. Bring Sesko on a little earlier. I keep it a buck. But really, man, then, look, I'm not looking for anything spectacular. I'm not looking for anything absolutely glamorous. But I expect to be comfortable. I expect to be confident watching the game. I expect to not be sat here going, oh my God, they're in. Like, do you know what I mean? I don't expect to have that panic every 5-10 minutes. This should not a dominant game, but this should be a comfortable game. It should be. Man, no, and look, I've said it before and I'll say it again. I couldn't give a left bollock if my man gets an haircut or not. I'm not bothered. I think it's silly. I think it's stupid. And I think it puts unnecessary pressure on the team. When you're playing a game, and after the game, they go on social media and they say, I'm not cutting my hair to United with 5 in a row. Fucking out. Imagine if you're a footballer. We're going to get clowned every time we get 4, then fail. Man, damn, it's deep. It's stupid. So, in my opinion, I don't care if he gets a haircut or not. And that's me keeping it real. I don't give a fuck. But it just would be nice to get 5 in a row. But on that note, for the last of him, someone get him an haircut. It looks stupid. It looks silly. But again, if we got to get real expectations, I expect to be comfortable. I expect to be not dominant, but I expect a bit of comfort. I think a bit of comfort pushing forward. I expect just a bit more stability in the middle, because I keep it honest. Against Tottenham, we were open. Obviously, it didn't lead up to anything, which is good and all, but West Ham's an unpredictable game now. Now, a couple of months back, you could argue you're winning that game every day. And now they're picking up wins, and you watch them and you think, Malik Diouf left back, Wan-Bissaka right back, Jared Bowen, Castellanos, or whatever his name is. Man, we're talking fucking Areola, who's picked up a pair of gloves in the last couple of months. Like, do you know what I mean? This ain't going to be an easy game. But, man, I'm keeping this short, sweet, and simple. We're coming there for 3 points for a 5 in a row. You don't want to see me. Amanda, I'm doing a watch-along to the game at 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock, I'll be live. We'll be going through the lineups. We'll be going up through some news. We'll be watching some videos. We might even play a little game. We never know. But we're going to be doing a watch-along to the Man United vs West Ham game. So, Mandem, I keep it a buck. Until then, Mandem, I'll see you at 8. You won't get a post-match reaction from me. There will be no ratings. There'll be no stat reveal, nothing, none of that. Because straight after this, Mandem, it's the Project Prem, which you want to clock into because it's gonna get tasty. I've got a poem for Sam. I've got a bag of tricks for Sam. So obviously he's a Spurs fan. Mandem, it's gonna get pretty tasty. But look, Mandem, I'm keeping it short, sweet, and simple. 2-0, Bruno Fernandes free kick. And that's all I've got to say. Mandem, I'm going to be here at 8 o'clock. And then I will not leave this chair till 12. Put it like that. Because we'll be doing the live stream, the watch-along. Then it will be the Project Prem. But Mandem, let's go get 3 points. Let's go get 3 points. Let's look convincing. Let's look comfortable. Let's get 3 points and let's get Mom on a fucking haircut so he can shut his mouth. But, Mandem, until then, make sure to leave a like, subscribe. I'll be here at 8 o'clock and we'll be here at 10 o'clock for the Project Prem. Mandem, until then, I've been your boy, KLS. I'll see you at 8 o'clock. Fucking get your booze. Let's go United. Glory, glory, Man United.